This Road Dirt presentation is brought to you by Law Tigers, motorcycle lawyers. Find them at lawtigers.com. On this episode of Road Dirt, we check out the Alpinestars Tech Air 3 motorcycle airbag system for the street. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Rob with Road Dirt, and if you're like me, you've become familiar with, or at least aware of, the advancements in airbag technology and how it's made the move from not only automotive since the 1980s, but into the motorcycling world now as well. And it really began in racing and in competition and track days and things like that. Companies like Alpinestars and others were really the pioneers of airbag technology, in the motorcycle industry. And what was birthed on the track has begun to make its way to the street. I know Alpinestars, being one of the pioneers in this field, has they've developed their Tech Air series. They've got Tech Air 7, Tech Air 9, Tech Air Race, some of those. But they've also, in recent years, have developed street technology in the Tech Air 5, which is both a track and a street garment you can wear, and this Tech Air 3, which we're going to review a little bit here, some of its features, so stick around. All right, let's take a look at some of the features of the Alpinestars Tech Air 3 airbag vest. As I showed you earlier, on the front pad, the front bag is activated. There's the magnet right there, and as you zip it up, it activates with that magnet right there. And then when you lock it into place up here, the whole system will calibrate and test itself, run a self-test, and then show blue when it's active. But here's the chest bag that's accessible through Velcro right here. You can get to it, and it's got apparently some protection that inflates up here in the shoulders and the back of the neck as well, which is good given the fact that in the event of an off or a crash, you're going to need some neck protection and stabilization to inflate around that as well, protect your vertebrae. And the back pad, check this out, right down here, it all expands up here. That's a nice feature, Tech Air 3. This is all expandable in the event of a crash as well. Very nice. And it's accessible right down here. This is the packaging for it. You can either access it from the side to get to one of the bags, or a zipper right down here gives you access not only to the entire back bags, but to the computer unit with all the algorithms and gyroscopic software built in right here, with the replaceable canister and all the hookups for it. In the event of the unit activating, you can actually the whole unit will be sent back, they say, to Alpinestars. They'll install a new canister for you, recalibrate it and test it, and then send it back to you. I tell you, in this modern age, pretty dangerous out on the streets. That's a pretty good piece of kit right there. Alpinestars makes an app also for the Tech Air series, all of them. You can download that in your app store, Tech-Air app. And once you get it downloaded, you can sync it up with your unit, and it'll monitor all the functions, show you all the levels, battery levels, things like that. You can even track rides and stuff. Now, to activate the vest, you buckle it in down here, get it connected. It's got a little crossover magnet to secure it there. And if you'll notice on the chest bag, there's a magnet here and a magnet inside. And as you cross zip it up across your chest, that magnet will meet the other magnet. If I can get it to meet. There we go. And it'll activate. Sensing it, it'll go blue. Vest is activated. So I remember watching a video recently by Fortnite about how wearable airbag systems work for motorcyclists. And it was a pretty good illustration, so I thought I'd share it here as well. In the Tech Air 3, Tech Air 5, really any of them, they've got a built-in computer brain that monitors GPS. It's got a series of accelerometers and gyroscopes that continually read, once they're activated, like this one is, both two things. They measure velocity. We'll let the Y be velocity here. And they also measure rider orientation. That'll be the x-axis. And we, as riders, will be Z. And in the course of riding our motorcycles, wearing a system like this, the unit is constantly monitoring not only our velocity, but also our orientation. And apparently what happens is in the event of an off or a crash, the unit will detect a change in orientation and or a change in velocity and will deploy. And that's how the system actually monitors that. And it actually deploys in like 50 milliseconds, I think I read somewhere, which is quicker than you can snap and quicker than a human eye can blink. That's pretty fast. Now, kind of a simplistic chart, but makes sense. Now, the cool thing about the Tech Air 3 by Alpinestars is the fact that it can be worn on the outside of a jacket or underneath. You've got about 4 hours of active battery life whenever you've got it zipped up and activated. And when you need to charge it, it's real easy to access right behind the front indicator light. Pull the Velcro back. It reveals a USB-C charging port. Plug it up, and about an overnight, you can fully recharge it. All right, so there you have it. A little review of the Alpinestars Tech Air 3 Street Airbag System. This vest, very comfortable fit. It actually is made in men's and women's cuts, speaking of fit and everything. So that's great. Hats off to Alpinestars for achieving that. And their price range comes in, I want to say around $600 for a vest. And hey, small price to pay to save your body if you end up in a crash or in an off. So well worth the investment. And Alpinestars are leading the way in airbag safety and technology for motorcycle riders. So you can look them up on alpinestars.com and see all the latest and greatest that they're offering. And Tech Air 3, 5, and they go up from there. So check them out. Hey, if you enjoyed our content, give us a look, give us a like, and subscribe if you would. You can ring that bell and get notifications about future content we'll put out the balance of this year. More bike reviews, rides, rallies, races, things like that we've been covering and we'll continue to. So I hope you enjoy our content. Leave us a comment too. We'd love to hear from you. What do you think of the whole airbag technology craze? And you know, is it something you'd be interested in investing in yourself? So check that out. You can also find us on Our main media motorcycle site is roaddirt.tv. That's where all of the rest of our writers and photographers all contribute, and we collaborate on that. So you can read a lot of great stories out there of life and riding on roaddirt.tv. We've also got a Spotify music playlist that you would enjoy for when you're out there throttling around or wrenching in the garage. And that is Road Dirt Classics. Music from the just good riding music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, a little bit of 90s, even some new stuff for you youngsters out there. But also find us on 3 social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And we're also now on Instagram's their little thing called Thread, so you can find us out there as well. Road Dirt TV. Hope you come join us for the ride. Speaking of ride, I think I'm going to take one. This is Rob with Road Dirt. Ride life.